All right, Andy, we're going to get in the lesson. You did well on that. I'm using the Wizimo board, which we can talk about later. All right, Andy, you see the board, correct?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to give you remote control. Okay, go ahead, click the board. Show me you have control. Good. All right, I'll say the sound, you point to it. Are you ready?
Yes.
G,
G.
J. First row there.
J.
That's one J, and there's another J.
J.
Okay, and also in the top row, there's another J. There you go, J. O.
O.
Right after the JK, okay, find K. Go to the O.
O.
All right, I forgot to do this. Go to the second row. Okay, we're going to work in that row now. Are you ready? R.
R.
That's one. What's the other? R. All right, V.
V.
X.
X.
Yeah.
Y.
Let's go to the vowels. I.
I.
A.
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 I.
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 E. E.
Oi.
Oi.
And
Oik.
aw.
A.
Good. Ooh.
Oo.
Ow.
Ow. Ow.
You were right.
Uh.
You have I want So notice the correction is you have, I want. It's a quick correction. All right, Andy, point to the suffix that means action. It's the red ones. There you go. What's that?
In.
The one that means past tense.
Ed.
And?
And.
Good. Point to the suffix that means most. What is that?
Est.
How about more? So most is like the biggest. More is or bigger. How about the one that means full of
Full.
and like?
Lee.
That's as far as we got. All right. Now I'm going to take control. I'm going to click on the board, Andy. Let go of your marker. I'm going to point and you're going to say the sound. So we've now moved from spelling the sounds to reading the sounds. Are you ready? Go ahead.
G. J. B.
You said B. Is that what you see?
D.
D.
B. R. V. X. E.
You said it. Is that what you see? Now I want it as a consonant.
E.
Yeah, it's a yeah. Say
Yeah.
that with me? Yeah. Okay.
Ch. J. E. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sh. Sh. E. Ng.
Okay. You don't hear the g there. Okay, next. Okay.
S.
Read that.
Ed.
And?
And
That didn't. Good.
full.
It's full of bully.
No.
No. Now, bullies are suffixes that make the vowels in front of them do what? Say their
Their name.
Yeah, they say their name. So that's not, is this a bully?
Yes.
What's this say? What's that say?
Est.
And this says?
Ing.
So vowel suffixes, remember, want to make the vowel in front of them say their name. All right, we're still in reading the sounds. I just taught Andy yesterday the soft C and G. Let's see if you remember. Give me a k or a s. Oops. Go ahead. You said, pardon me?
S.
G or J? J is the soft one.
J. J. G. J.
Is that an EI or Y?
G.
Good. Okay.
G.
All right. Good job. What's this say?
Yeah.
All right. We're now moving to new concept. Andy, our next book is coming up next week, and it's going to have what's called the R family. So we're going to introduce the R family now. We're about halfway through French Quarter Phantom, which dealing with open, closed, silent E and what I call VCV words. Okay. So we're going to prepare you for the R family before you get there. Now the R family all says What do they all say? So what would this say?
R.
Give me the sound first.
R.
And Okay. They all say Now, two of them are teenagers, Andy. Do teenagers always want to do what the parents do?
Okay.
And maybe in your case, but most teenagers, do they want to do what the parent wants them to do or the family?
Okay.
Some of them don't, okay? And what happens is parents sometimes give their teenagers a little slack. Well, these two want to make their own sound of R and OR, okay? I call them the teenagers. So since they want to say R and OR, the family lets them say that. So we're going to just give the R and OR sound right now. We'll deal with the later. So these three are going to keep their sound. So say these with me. Are you ready?
R.
Now the teenage sounds.
R.
And?
Or.
Okay.
R.
All right. Now I'm going to give you control. And I'm going to say the sound and you point to it. Now your best bet for Andy, is ER. That means your best bet for spelling is ER. There's more ERs than the others. So if you're not sure, try the ER, okay? And then the others are called the rest. They're not your best bets. Are you ready? Point to OR and say the sound.
Or.
You have control?
No.
Okay. You try it again. All right. Click on the board. Good. Or. All right. Your best bet for Your other two And then your R sound.
R.
Then or. Okay. All right. All the Or. And R. All right. Let go of your cursor. I'm going to click. I'm going to take control. What's this say?
Or.
You said Is that what you see?
R.
Okay.
R.
Okay. Now, your next book is going to be called Time Tunnel. And it's going to have the new R family words. Now that we've learned it, we're going to prepare a few words ahead of time for that book to get prepared for the next book, which will be starting probably next Monday or Tuesday. All right, let's vowel tag this word. What's the A going to tag?
The A is gonna tag the O.
Okay. Actually, it tags the consonant right after it. What would it tag?
Oh, the B.
All right, what's that say?
Ob. Abnormal. Abnormal.
Okay. Now you called that ah. A says what?
Ah.
Ah. So what would that be?
Abnormal.
Do you know what that word means?
Yes.
What's it mean?
It means something to not be normal.
Yeah, something's not normal. What's the next word?
Short. Short.
Okay, next word.
But uh bumped.
Okay, you said bunt. Is that what you see? Look here at that you are. What is that?
But burnt.
Good. I'm going to try the next one. First, I'm going to tag the L, and that'd be color. That's not the word. Or color. It actually is the word color. It's a little abnormal word, color. All right, what's this word?
Several.
All right, let's try this word down here. What's that?
A storm. Storm.
Oh, good. All right, good job. We're going to come back to that new concept tomorrow, but we're going to go ahead with our regular concepts of the lesson now. Okay, we're now at syllable work. Okay, so I'm going to give you control again. So let's pull out flicks.
Flicks. Oh. And
Good. Okay, make it flex. Echo.
flex.
Say each sound a little louder so we can hear you. Starting with
O X.
you're at up. Okay, now finish the word. One, drop that and finish the word.
Folks.
Good. Now, all right, good. What's the word?
X.
All right, you got flex. Make it flesh. Let me hear it.
Flesh.
All right, start at the beginning, each sound.
O F.
Mhm.
O F.
Bottom row there, there you go. Flesh, good. All right, we're gonna make it clesh.
Flesh. O F. O F.
All right, Andy, we're now gonna change that to cletch. What do I want?
Clutch. O H. Co F.
You happy with that?
Hmm?
Are you happy with that?
Yes.
All right, is at a hungry vowel?
No.
Is it a vowel by itself?
Yes.
What's it want when you got a vowel by itself?
The bigger piece.
Bigger piece, yeah. We could compare those to dessert, so it wants a bigger piece, which is the TCH. Right. All right. Let's forget that right now. Okay, don't worry about that. I know you had it. Now, because of time, I'm going to move to reading. So I'm going to click. I'm going to take control. Are you ready? What does that say?
J.
Good. That's open. What's this say?
At. Jet.
What's this say?
J. Giant. Jet. Jai. Jar.
So this is a new syllable we introduced today. It's called our family. You know the open, closed, silent E. This is a new one called the our family. That would say jar. What would this say?
Jor.
Good. All right, let's go back to this. What's this say?
Jot.
This right here.
Jote.
Jote, is that what you see?
Joe.
Good.
Job.
Excellent. Oops.
Ope. Joke.
Excellent. Okay, Andy, now, this is used in talking about fiction. It's a type of story, a part of a story. Now, when we run into something like this, we tag it first. So the I is going to tag the M, and what does that make this word if we tag that M? What is that?
M. Axe. Clim. Axe.
You ever heard of climax? Like the climax of the story? No. So let's change the tag and tag the I. Now what would it be?
Climax. Climax.
Do you ever hear of the climax of the story?
I've heard of that word.
Yeah. Climax is when the all the problems in the story are solved is the climax of the story often. Okay. Good job. Now you have your whiteboard there.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Set it up on the chair. We could also do it here, but we're going to go ahead and do it on the whiteboard. We're now spelling real words. Okay. Are you ready, Andy?
Yes.
Batch. Let me hear it.
Batch.
And let me hear the sounds as you do it. B.
Ash.
Good. Nice. You use TCH. That's what. Do you have a black marker or something darker?
I have a purple marker.
Let's try purple. Good. So at is a hungry vowel. You gave the big piece. Good for you. Let's try the word fudge. Okay. Fudge. Good for you. Why did you use the DGE?
Because it's there's a U here and it's alone.
It's alone. It's a hungry vowel. All right. Let's spell the word. You line spell rotate. Draw your lines first.
What?
Rotate.
Rotate.
First. All right. And it sounds just like it is. Rotate.
O. A. Rotate.
Good for you. Rotate. You got an open syllable there and a silent E. Excellent. Let's try the word lantern. Go ahead and line spell.
Lantern. O. And. Burn.
Okay. Good job. Lantern. Okay. Next word. Rebate. Okay. You can just write below. We can still see the board. Go ahead, rebate.
Rebate. Re. A. Rebate.
Good for you. All right. Answer. Draw your lines. Answer.
Answer.
Now, Andy, it looks like answer.
And
Swerve. So how did you spell that? I can't see that.
ANTSWEW.
Okay. So you have ants woo. Okay. What I want you to do is get rid of those lines. We're going to start over. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now, draw your line for an. Say the syllable as I do it. An.
And
Next is sir.
sir.
So the first syllable looks like an. Go ahead and write that. Now, okay, you don't need a double N there though. Oh, you spelled the woman's name, Ann. Okay. Now make it swer for your next syllable. Swer.
Oh, so
Okay. And how'd you spell that?
SWER.
Perfect. And swer. Good. And so that's a word that doesn't look like it's spelled. So when that happens, we're going to tell you what the word looks like. Okay. Good job. All right. Let's go to our reading. So far, we cleared up his sounds. He had a little trouble with the Y sound, but we cleared up the sounds both for hearing and reading. We then applied those sounds in our syllable work, and we reviewed the syllables. We taught the R family, and we reviewed open, close, silent E, which this book is addressing. And we're worked on breaking words down and changing, if the vowel isn't short, how to change the word to long. Okay? We are now in the French Quarter Phantom. Okay. Andy, can you give me a quick summary of what's happened in French Quarter Phantom?
Well, so Dr. Ralph, which is their kind of, I would say, boss, created a machine. I forgot what it does, but he made it to, I think it was to attract the Phantom into it.
Okay, and what's the Phantom do?
The Phantom walks around shocking people.
Shocking people, electric shocks, right?
Yes.
Does it just walk?
No, it floats.
It floats, okay. And so Dr. Ralph made a machine, and what happened?
And the Phantom shocked him.
Okay, how about George and John, his assistants?
George and John were okay because Dr. Ralph made 2 suits that could fit, that could keep the shock from shocking them.
Okay, good. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and give you control. Go ahead, click it, and I want you to kind of swing under and break the words down as best you can, starting with the top word.
This one?
Yeah.
Controlling. Control.
Controlling, good, next.
Jackson.
Good. Now the next one, I want you to tag it, and I'll read it. Go ahead, tag the J. Ek. Now that's one way to pronounce it. I want you to tag the O. What would it be? Project or?
Project.
Okay. It could be either one. We'll have to see how it's used in the story. Next one.
Mystery.
Good. Next word.
Uh, uh, problem.
What's the
Oh,
word?
problem.
Problem. Okay. Now we're going to do the 4-step method. We're only going to read part of the chapter. So we're only going to be doing the first part of the words of each group. Now, I'm going to slide this under and say a word, and you got to tell me, read the word when I get under it. Are you ready? Project.
Okay.
Oh, I need control. Okay. Take your hands up. Project.
Project.
Let's try it again. Project.
Project.
Mystery.
Mystery.
Jackson.
Jackson.
Problem.
Problem.
Controlling.
Controlling.
All right. Tell me the word that means something that you're trying to solve that you're not sure the answer.
Mystery. Oops.
All right. That's all right. You can swing under. The one where you're basically taking over and doing everything. What are you doing?
Controlling.
Good. Something that shoots in the air.
Project.
Good. Something difficult, and I got to solve it. It's a what?
Problem.
Good. All right, let's go to the silent E and swing under and read these. We're going to alternate. You do the first word. I'll actually control this. What's the first word?
A table.
Okay. Now I want to just point out, when Andy sounds out silent E's, he's still seeing the letters one at a time. His word form area is not grouping it. So he'll see that as short until he runs into the E. So he'll start out like he did ta, and then he'll change it to tape. Okay. Oh, what's the word?
Poked.
Your turn.
Keep doing that on accident. Five.
My turn. Times.
Times.
Next.
Ire.
Wire, yeah, wire. Next one, E makes the A long, careful, okay? Those are pretty simple words. Let's go to some open and closed syllables. I'll do the first one. Now, if I tag this, it would be events. If I change it, it will be events. Which is the word?
Events.
Okay, your turn, tag it.
Robot.
Robot, now change it.
Robot.
All right, my turn. Laser, that's not a word. I'm going to change it to laser. That's a word. Your turn.
Equipment.
Equipment. Good for you. So notice if Andy approximates it, he'll often get the word. Described. What is that, Andy?
Described.
All right, with the phrases, we usually read them twice together and then I'll say them. But to get time, we're just going to read them once. With me, Andy. Just the weapon.
Just a weapon.
I am convinced.
I am convinced.
All of the police.
All the police.
I've got it. Had a glimpse.
Had a glimpse.
Statue of Jackson.
Statue of Jackson.
It is Halloween.
It is Halloween.
All right. The new weapon, a new weapon. Okay. All right. I'm going to give you control. I think you have control. Do you? Can you click it? Good. Go ahead.
Once Dr. Ralph was revived, he went back to the square to get his equipment.
Good.
He had all the events of the night on tape. He grabbed the tape and put put it in his VCR. Dr. Ralph hopped to
Ralph, what?
Dr. Ralph hoped to see who was controlling this her phantom.
Good. What is, what's a VCR?
I have no idea.
VCR is, you know what a DVD is, right?
Yes.
Okay. Back in the old days, they had a little tape that had reels in it, and it was a tape, and you basically stuck that into a player, and it would play a tape. It's like a VCR, but or like a DVD, but much clumsier. That's kind of what I was born and raised on these. I'm gonna have to change that at some point. Okay, my turn. We're gonna echo. Hold on. Boys, look closely.
Boys, look closely.
The person controlling this robot
The person controlling this robot
would have to be close to it,
would have to be close to it, said
said
Dr.
Dr. Ralph.
Ralph.
Your turn.
They watched the tape 5 times in hope of finding the controller. On the 6th time, John had a glimpse of something look.
Hold on. Now remember to use your marker here, but you read so well. It's okay. Now, what does a period mean?
Oh, to pause.
Yeah. See, you went, John had a glimpse of something. Look. Well, you always want to pause for like the count of 2 with a period. This is a whole separate thought. Now, I'm going to read this like it being said, and then I want you to do that. Look there, Doc. There's a wire coming from that bush, said John. All right, your turn.
Look there, Doc. There is a wire coming from that bush, said John.
You keep going, Doc. You can go ahead.
The bush was inside the fence fence close to the um st- um s- st- st- at
Right. Stat.
stat
Stat what? Stat
statue
of.
of Jackson.
Now, Andy struggled there a couple times. When he struggles a couple times, I take over for at least a couple sentences to give him a break. We either do the echo drill like we just did or the fill-in drill. I'm going to do the fill-in drill where he's going to fill in words. Okay. Are you ready, Andy?
Yes.
That bush will be our
For focus.
on the next night out, said Dr.
Ralph.
Dr. Ralph also wanted to
Find
out why the laser had no
effect
on the
robot.
when he reran that
Event.
many, there he is. There's the VCR playing. It's a TV. VCR goes in this big thing. It's a giant thing, this VCR. Okay. Times he was convinced that the black
Cape
in some way.
projected.
You said projected. Is that what you see?
Protected.
Robot. Your turn.
Boys, I am convinced that the phantom will come tomorrow, said Dr. Ralph. It is Halloween and the phantom can mix with the games
That's right. Gangs.
of kids. dis, ed, direct,
That's it. Dressed.
dressed in costumes and school.
Go back here. What's that?
The square will be filled, so we will have to be careful.
Good job. We're going to do beat the clock. Let me get my timer. Okay, we are a little tired. We worked earlier today and night, so we're going to do a smaller. We normally do about 4 or 5 sentences. I'll tell you, we're just going to go here to Phantom, the next day to Phantom, okay?
Okay.
All right, your first time, I'm guessing you'll take about 50 seconds. Let's see if you can beat that, but I think it's going to take that. All right. All right. On your mark, hold on. Get set, go.
The next day, Dr. Ralph and the boys went to the police. All the police recognized Dr. Ralph. They were aware that he was trying to solve the mystery of the Phantom.
That was 25 and I'm shocked, Andy. This normally would have been a 50-seconder for you. I'm shocked. Let's see if you can, that's at 25. Let's beat 20.
Okay.
All right, on your mark, get set, go.
The next day, Dr. Ralph and the boys went to the police. All the police recognized Dr. Ralph. They were aware that he was trying to solve the mystery of the Phantom.
18 seconds.
Okay.
Let's beat 18. Let's try 16. On your mark, get set, go.
The next day, Dr. Ralph and the boys went to the police. All the police recognized Dr. Ralph. They were aware that he was trying to solve the mystery of the Phantom.
18 again. Okay. One more time. 16 is our goal. On your mark. I'm not even going to use my cursor. You just go as fast as you can, but accurate. On your mark, get set, go.
The next day, Dr. Ralph and the boys went to the police. All the police recognized Dr. Ralph, and they were aware that he was trying to solve the mystery of the Phantom.
13.7. 13 seconds. That's incredible, Andy. Okay. Now, after this, we go into writing. I don't have enough time when I tutor to write, and his teacher, Malia Lytle, who's here, does some writing with him and deals with the writing there. So I'm fortunate. But normally a student would give a quick couple sentence summary, and then we proof it using what's called COPS, C-O-P-S. C is for capitals, look for capitals. O is organization, where we make sure he's got a who or what did something. P is punctuation, and S is spelling. So we normally finish with that. Okay, let's give Andy a big hand for what he did. That was amazing.